What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the TheKaijuNerd-Toy reviews. Today, the giant creature we have is an alien kaiju named Starro from DC Comics. Today, what we're going to do is go through where to get this, the appearance, the accessories, and the articulation. Let's begin. Okay, so before you know where to get this, you have to know how to get this. This figure is a BAF figure, which stands for Build a Figure, which means each piece of this figure comes packaged separately with other figures. So in Starro's case, he comes in a line of DC Multiverse figures from McFarlane Toys called the Crime Syndicate. And his figures came out in 2022. So now they're on the secondary market and you're gonna have to buy them individually by themselves, or you can buy a complete figure like I did. So first off, let's look at the figures where each piece comes from. Okay, so we got the Crime Syndicate in all their villainous glory. First up is Superman of Earth 3 with the eyepiece and a baby Starro. Second is Superwoman with the headpiece and a baby Starro. Next is Power Ring with the leg pieces and a baby Starro. And last is Owlman with the arm pieces and a baby Starro. Okay, so let's talk about the appearance of this figure. Now, the height from top to bottom is about 12 inches or approximately 30 centimeters. Now let's get a closer look at the appearance of the figure itself. Now I keep a stick right there because this thing cannot stand by itself. Okay, so getting a closer look at the figure, you can see a very good amount of detail in the skin texture. With all these bumps and crevices. Very like, I don't know, I guess reptilian-like at least. Kind of like the skin of a dinosaur or something like that, but this is an alien creature and it suits it. It's very rubbery too on the arms right here, the headpiece, on the legs, but on the centerpiece right here, that's a hard plastic. So rubber, hard plastic, thin plastic on the eyeballs with the evil slits on the sides right there, looking menacing in every direction. And then let's look at the back. You can see all these suction cups with a lot more detail than the front. I mean, look at that. Even inside the suction cups, you can see even more detail in there. And then you got this big mouth right here with all this menacing teeth coming out of it. That is very nice. Then you got this inner mouth right there. Let me see if you can see that. Yeah, about right there. Yeah. Now, McFarlane Toys is not really that great with face likenesses, but when it comes to animalistic features like suction cups, teeth, skin texture, they're just top notch. Now, let's get to where you can actually buy this thing. Since this thing came out in 2022, it's no longer sold in stores, so you're gonna have to get it on the aftermarket, which means eBay. You can find the figures on eBay separately, or you can find a complete set of this on eBay like I did. Now, if you go the extra figure route on eBay, you're probably going to be spending around like close to $200. Now, if you actually love those characters, then go for it. But if you don't and you just want Starro himself, I would suggest just looking for someone who's selling the complete set. Now, the set that I bought here was around like $80. There are still some people selling the complete set of Starro for $80, but they can range up from $80 to at least $140. So if you want this figure, go on eBay, look around. Don't just go for the best, not the best, but go for the best price, of course, which is like $80, but go to the price that's affordable for you. Okay, so let's talk accessories. Now, the only accessories that Starro came with are the baby Starros that you see here. So let's take a look at two of them real quick. So you got these two baby Starros right there. Same type of eyeball. Well, 3 eyes just like the main figure, but they're kind of different. And these are just posed figures pretty much. Got a little mouth in there, got tentacles as well. There's no articulation on these. It's just how you see it. Then you got this one. Same thing, mouth, tentacles, suction cups. And let's look at the other two. There. There we go. Same thing, just they're kind of just looking a little bit different in the eyes. Okay, so the point of the baby Starros is to take control over whatever they come in contact with. So in this case, I brought in some of my other kaiju figures to make them look like they've been possessed by Starro and now under his command. So you got the SH Figuarts Gamera right here, 1989 Godzilla, exclusive edition, the NECA Godzilla from Monsterverse, and you got Mattel's Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And now they are all possessed by Starro under his command. So figures right here, like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, it's hit or miss. It's barely fitting on him because his body's so wide, but mostly everything else will fit, and you can just have something possessed by Starro that way. Okay, now let's talk about my favorite part of the review. Articulation! So you can bend it on each arm, like this, or like that. Kind of keep the curve like that, but it doesn't really keep too much of a curve. The bendy wires aren't that bendy, but you can get something out of it. Like that. Well, this one doesn't want to cooperate, but you get the picture. Now you can do it up the top here too. However, do not bend too much because this could happen. You can get a split right there. I bent this too far and accidentally did that before the review. So yeah, don't be like me. So that's been a look at the BAF Starro from the McFarlane Toys DC Universe line. And I believe this is a good figure. It's got great detail on both on the front and the back, the skin texture, the suction cups, that big mouth, the menacing eyes that's on here. The accessories are good as well. You can attach it to almost any figure that you have. Anything smaller than Starro, of course. Yeah, if I would buy this again, I would still just pay like $80 or a little bit more. But I wouldn't spend $140. I don't think it's worth it. But yeah, what about you? Do you think it's worth $80? Is the lack of articulation and is good enough for you? Is the bendy wire good enough for you? Tell me in the comments down below. And if you'd like to see some toy photography on this figure, you can follow me at TheKaijuNerd on Instagram. And if you've liked what you've seen here, feel free to like and subscribe. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching.